He better be.
Blarg. It's technically here. Yes, in which case we'll do roll call. Let's mix up Sideline,
Sup?
Rose,
Hello, I'm not
Tinder.
actually here.
Hello?
Torrent, Blarg, Dark,
Ever happy to be a figment of your imagination?
and Bigby.
Hi.
So last we left off, you managed to clear 3 of the challenges that so far that you know of in the hedge maze. There was the summoning ritual where you summoned whatever the fuck his name was, but he does birthday parties. There was the mirror section of the maze, and there was your ever so favorite part, spiders.
Hey, spiders.
Yeah. Ipos is still crunching one of the legs.
Ugh, disgusting.
It's sort of half hanging out of his mouth.
Well, it seems the exit is here, but I say we continue into the maze.
Yeah, it's alright. Okay,
There's still more to find.
fine. Alright.
Onward.
You got up, you got down.
Wait, we're going somewhere?
Yes.
Come on!
Yep.
Yeah, we came from
this way,
up,
Wolf.
so we should
Stay
go
close to
down. Long corridor that way.
Let's keep going down.
Indeed. Stick to the outer edges.
I like how I can't see anything. I just have a bunch of my NPCs cloned around the
Yep.
map.
Would you
Change over and
like
give her view of a-
Dead end. Boring dead end.
Yeah.
give Rose act one of our characters like mine or something? So
Yeah,
she
I'm
can-
gonna.
or Umbella. Wait. Yeah.
You
No,
can play
Bella's not with us.
Marie!
Yeah,
Play
Marie.
Marie!
Actually, that's true.
There we go.
Okay.
You're a bookish nerd. Congrats.
Give me a
So I'm
moment.
from the IRL.
I'm sorry, J-Mac. Rose plays D&D for the escapism. Don't make her play herself.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Just a second, I'll give you control of her sheet.
Thanks, gamer.
Ooh,
Also,
is that
J-Mac,
like gas down there, or is it like weird moss?
1 second, what was that sideline?
I don't trust this little corridor here. Can I take a perception check on it?
Go for it. And while you're doing that, Epos, you see some kind of... It's like... You'd almost mistake it for mud if it wasn't like slightly glowy. It looks like some kind of ooze.
Ooh,
Like someone just kind of
glowy mud.
snotted all over the floor.
Wolf, did you sneeze down here?
Not been over here.
Is icky, sticky, gooey, glowy?
Why would that be me?
He just sort of grins and shrugs.
Your character haven't seen Wolf do glowy stuff yet.
He pokes it with a spear. Just the blunt end of it.
It does adhere to the end of your spear. It doesn't appear to do anything, it just appears to be kind of globular.
Sort of wipes it off on his sleeve.
Fair enough. Erin doesn't find anything particularly... I mean, I'm assuming she doesn't go in further, right?
I mean, she would.
If she kind of goes in, she's actually gonna find a very small, kind of almost rabbit-sized hole in the floor.
It's that fake rabbit again. But I have his
Aaron will
bell.
Hop off of Rusty. And look in the hole.
I bet Rose is just going that damn rabbit.
It's certainly a hole. Does Erin have any like kind of light thing on her?
Yes. She does have an Everflame torch.
Then Erin can certainly see a small ways away, or down it at least. It seems to curve underneath you. Speaking of Epos, you see a hole down this kind of corridory bit.
Do I see light coming out of it?
No,
Aww.
that is just measuring to. That's like 50, 60-ish feet.
Physics says no.
What light spell did I have? Did I just have light, or did I have dancing light? Did I even have a light spell?
I mean,
Where's my spells gone?
Marie has light.
I don't have a light spell. Never mind.
I also can't see the map still.
Oh, whoops. Oh, right, yeah, I removed her sight after people were like able to see her. So I was
Okay.
wondering, why is she moving?
Wait, what?
There you go. You should be able to see now.
Hippos came out of his
There
little
we go.
tunnel and everyone's disappeared.
Done.
I also see Mary, but I don't see her vision. I can see her moving
yeah, she's
around.
above it. Oh, she's above it.
She's flying off
Darkness.
of me.
You can feel her vibes.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Oh,
Wait,
there's Wolf. I'm not alone after all.
Aaron's gonna.
Violet is over here too.
Aaron's
Yes,
gonna
I'm
take
Yay.
a rope and clip it onto the back of her vest, and then give the other end of the rope to Rusty. And she's gonna. How big is the hole? Could I wedge myself in there?
You could like, you're pretty small. You could probably squeeze your way down there.
All right, Murray, could you I don't know, try to make sure that I'm not stabbed from behind, or you are, or you know what? I'm just going down a hole. Just keep
Do
safe.
you want a light?
I have one. I hold up my torch.
Okay.
I go down the hole.
He looks mildly concerned.
That's fair.
It's not actually fire. She sticks it in her hair. It's not.
That doesn't change the fact that he looks mildly concerned.
Can you give me an escape artist sideline?
Yes.
Good luck.
I can try.
Yes.
Also, well, sideline's well, are you doing anything to the goop, or you just look?
Wiggle,
Holy
wiggle,
shit!
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I mean, my question is, what is Goop?
It is goop. First of all, Erin is apparently part rabbit, because she just kind of flies down that toilet. Is no impediment at all. I guess when you kind of live your life working with your arms rather than your legs, that makes you very good at crawling. You can. Does she go all the way through?
I mean, as long as there's nothing currently threatening her, yes.
And Erin will end up here. But you could hear people, I don't know, snorting at goo, I suppose. I mean,
Aaron
not that
pops
you
her.
notice about goo, but yeah.
Erin pops her head out of the hole and looks around.
Oh,
Was there
that.
anything in the hole other than other people? Anything other than just a straight line?
Yeah, there's a lot of other people there. There's a shop and everything.
Got it.
No, it was basically, it looks like just a little rabbit warren.
So there was a little cavity down there for
Yeah,
rabbits
there's
sitting.
stuff down there. There's old plant matter. There's grass and stuff.
Assuming I looked at it, I didn't find anything, right?
Yeah, there's nothing really down there beyond. You think maybe knowing that the others chased the rabbit, perhaps this was just an escape route for it?
All right.
Oh, there's the angry lady. Hey, angry
I
lady.
am
She
not
sort of
that
waves
angry.
over to her.
I like to think of myself as not entirely angry, but yes, hi.
Interesting. So there's a path that comes out there.
Yes.
Didn't see anything. So
We found sticky goopy stuff.
You found sticky goopy stuff?
It is pretty
Um,
sticky, actually. Silas's mage hand is basically, assuming you just you're scooping it up, it doesn't leave your hand, despite being a construct made out of force.
he's maintaining a stick to do it. So
I thought you were just scooping it up with.
oh,
hand.
goop on stick.
Okay, well you know how kind of when you accidentally put your hand in something sticky and it kind of strings up. It's sort of like that. It doesn't really want to leave.
Ugh, disgusting.
I will be
And
right
then-
back. I need to go get the others because they can't fit down the hole.
Oh, of course, you're crawling through a hole.
Here's,
Yeah,
here's
don't
where
wanna
she
leave
gets stuck on the
Marie
way
Rusty
back.
there. So I'm gonna just, she climbs out and
Yes, yes.
goes back.
Like magic goop.
Does not appear magical.
Ugh, it's just natural goop.
The maze, however, is glowing with magic.
I can't go back to Rusty. There's walls.
We're just
He
sitting here
wants to
with
go to
Rusty.
Rusty. Let him go to Rusty.
Big B, actually, can you roll me a spellcraft?
Sure.
Oh yeah, he gets to roll spell.
And you can always detect magic yourself.
I have no spellcraft.
Never mind, fam. There's this. Ooh. Damn Wolf. Holy shit.
I just put a massive -20 because Wolf does not know magic.
That's fair. Silas, you notice something odd as you attempt to discern it with your magical vision. There's kind of like a faded effect around where the ooze is, and now that you look closer, the permeating magic within the maze itself doesn't appear to be. There's like a centimeter or so worth of clearance zone around this ooze, where the magic of the maze just seems to not want to go.
Very interesting.
Oh,
Silas will
great.
attempt to poke the wall of the maze with the ooze.
Sure. As you do so, the hedge has always kind of like had a little bit of movement in it. It's writhed, it's wiggled and stuff, but as the ooze kind of touches one of the leaves just goes dead still.
Interesting.
What are
Would you like a
looking
bo-
at?
This goop is antithetical to magic.
Keep it away
so
from
What?
me.
Hippos just sort of blinks. Big
Magic no
words.
like goo, he says
Oh.
condescendingly towards
Oh,
you.
it's anti-magic.
Yes. Or at the very least, the maze's magic doesn't like it. I haven't tried other magic, so it might not be that.
But hand
Still.
magic.
Yes. And
So
do you have a
not
bottle?
all anti-magic, just maze anti-magic.
I've got a bottle, yeah, here.
Good. Silas will mage hand that and scoop up goo into it.
Sure. You can get probably about. I mean, it's a bit like mixed in with grass and stuff, but you can definitely fill a bottle worth of this goo.
Does it look like there's still going to be more left?
Yeah, there's like the residue of it on the floor, but like it's kind of hard to get it up off.
Okay.
It's very stubbornly sticky.
Alright, well then. Stows that away in a bag and... Well, let's continue.
Give me a moment, I want to look at it at least.
Fine.
More goo down here. And big red sluggy thing. It went round corner.
From that.
It went round
But-
corner. He's sort of pointing to the left, and it's like it went round corner down there was big, like he points at Silas like 4 times you. For you.
With the
Wolf,
give it
Wolf has a grin across his face.
with the brief glance
Nope.
Epos got. Yeah, he's Epos. Can you roll me a will save?
Is this versus disease, illusions, poisons, etc.?
none of
Oh,
those
good.
things.
Just a 14 then.
This isn't really to see, oh, you get sickened or anything, but like looking at this thing just makes you feel sick to your core. There's some internal, integral part of yourself that just can't stand the way this slug exists. What you personally saw was just this slug that's kind of looked like as if someone had cobbled together a bunch of like mishmash of fatty flesh. You could see as it turned the corner there was like fingers, there was toes, there was hair just kind of poking out of it as it turned.
Sort of sticks his tongue out and gags a little bit. It's like, nasty thing. Feel dirty. Filled with body part stuffs.
Well, if Hippos is appalled, then I know it's bad. Okay.
Think it's another one of the challenges?
I would
Probably.
have to believe so.
I honestly would not think so, because this stuff doesn't... Looks like it's oozing this stuff, and it looks like the maze doesn't like it.
Maybe we should-
Anyone has
Maybe we should
salt?
investigate it.
You has salt? He looks at Wolf.
Salt?
Sluggy no like salt.
No salt.
I don't have enough quantity to actually make it hate it, so...
I presume if I stand in this stuff, I'm going to get stuck to it.
I mean, you're strong enough that you could probably pull yourself out. But, like, okay,
you say
for
these
one thing,
things.
you're not the 5 pounds worth of force that a mage hand exerts on the twig. For one thing,
True.
but like if you want to just like
Worst
put a
case-
foot in it, you could pull yourself out.
Worst case, Wolf could pick you up and jump over it.
Yeah, I've already gone through. Ipos doesn't mind getting mucky, so he just trudges through it.
I imagine Wolf is leaping over though with his 40-foot speed, so he can do that.
And I
No
didn't-
sea sluggy thing.
And JMac, did I figure anything out about the ooze just by taking a glance at it, but then being alerted by the ooze?
Have
Probably
alchemy
distracted by,
check.
yeah. I'm probably distracted by the ooze, so don't tell me much.
Mostly you just kind of get that it's a very strong adhesive, but not much again. Like, if it has any magical properties or properties which interact with magic, you're not sure. But hey, maybe if you get more of this stuff, you can make something with it. Maybe
Yeah,
like a sort of.
I'm definitely thinking about that. But at the moment, we found a slug, and we want to see that. So.
Now,
Does it look like a large sluggish thing's been through here? Can I see Tran?
Give me a survival, but it's not gonna be hard.
now just as a quick
21.
question, I'm pretty sure the answer's already no, but can I knowledge nature this? I'm pretty sure it's not a nature thing, though.
As
Definitely
Wolf starts
not
looking
nature.
around, sniffing the air slightly.
I need to look
Yeah,
at what it has, so I can figure out what stuff I can roll.
If you look to the, there's a bit of spoilery stuff, but I don't particularly mind. If you look to the bio, underneath it, actually you won't be able to see the GM notes. Never mind. I've got like a little reminder of everything we can do because I'll forget otherwise. But Wolf, you can pretty clearly see that it went right. It's really not hard to follow considering the massive trail of just like flattened grass. Also,
Well, this one- Keep
Could we get that also before we charge off everywhere?
no.
Like, seriously, guys?
I mean, Wolf would still know. He's just going to keep moving.
Yeah, but pause time for a second. Talking's a free action.
This is Wolf telling you what's going on.
Let's see.
Wolf's just looking in the direction saying, this way.
Rose, I'm just gonna quickly send you the thing with Bobbit, but I'm going to edit a little bit.
I'll slow down a bit while you do that.
Thank you.
To be fair, I get to know all of the NPC secrets when it comes to classes because of this.
Do you? You should only know like 2 people's.
I know.
All of them.
Well,
That's
I
the
already knew
deal,
Ristus
all
to
of
begin
them.
with. So that's not really a secret. This one, we didn't know yet.
I'm fairly confident, but yeah.
Okay, let's see, where were we?
We were at also.
Right, what the fuck was I gonna say? The grass is wilted. You know, like, much like how the hedge kind of seemed lifeless, this grass just kind of seems pale and not great.
I see the edge of it. Does it look like the grass has burnt, or if it's just died?
It doesn't. I'm going to assume you're trying to see if it's acidic. It just kind of looks like it's like had the life sucked out of it rather than has burnt to a crisp.
Right. There it is! It's here! It's here!
Unless you're gonna stop it, you notice this thing squeezing down one of the rabbit holes. It's the sound of it is disgusting. It's like probably what you'd imagine if you were to pour like all of a fatty fire down like a very small hole. There's just a squelch as it kind of squeezes, and you can see the oil of it just kind of pooling around the hole.
Right, what spells have I got left? What do I want to hit it with? Do we want to stop this thing? I mean,
I'm of the opinion.
You're of the opinion of stopping it?
Yeah.
I mean, Ipos really didn't like this thing when it saw it the first time, so he's okay for stopping it.
I could have Wolf do a charge down.
No.
It's true. I'd say this would basically count as a surprise action if you wanted to do anything.
So basically, one action each. Just what spell do I want to throw at it?
Good job, Aaron. You are useful.
That might hold on.
I mean, yeah, we don't know how dexterous it is, so.
I mean, either way, it's a -2 damage.
Non-lethal. Torin, do you know? You don't really know where to go. Are you looking?
Oh, No, it's like when you all started describing all this stuff, Ash just kind of backed the fuck up.
In fairness, Ash, you would have probably heard from for like if you go up and left for like around the corner from you.
Oh, good.
That doesn't mean Ash wants to go that way.
That is absolutely fair. Aaron, you don't actually hit it. The stone kind of doesn't have enough force, and as it kind of like hits it, it does hit it, but it doesn't seem to damage it. It just kind of gets sucked underneath all this fatty flesh with a.
Natural armor then.
That is.
But the others of you will still technically have your surprise round if you wish to take it, but it has noticed that you exist now.
Yes.
Zap.
I mean,
Oh,
God
dear.
damn it! Why do I not have an attack macro in that? God damn it!
because you're using the spell, not the
Yes,
attack.
yes I am. There we go. Oh my god, 13. Ugh.
That's a touch.
I know, but still, it makes me feel bad, and I rolled crap on damage.
I mean, I'll take the damage from the first one because you did.
Fine. I'm going to cast Moment of Greatness.
Oh no, no, I what?
Which
Yeah,
is moment
but
of greatness for everyone, is it just you? Can't
It's
remember.
a 30-foot burst.
Okay, so I now have a moment of greatness.
Everyone, get yourself a little gold. Or
I will, ta-
Yeah.
I will take my half charge.
give yourself a little yellow dot of
Oh,
double a morale bonus once.
yeah. But before that, plus your electric actually hits it. There's just kind of a disgusting smell of burning flesh, but it doesn't seem to have done much.
Yeah, with this half charge, J-Mac, I would also like to initiate rage.
Go for it.
I can't really see around, so I'm just kind of here, based off of where I am.
And Hammer, where are you, Hammer? Big freaking hammer!
that is a big freaking hammer. Holy shit!
J-Mac. J-Mac.
Thankfully, yeah, I'm very
Stamina?
glad. Oh, are you using stamina?
Yeah.
No! This is supposed to be big. This is supposed
I
to be
would-
dangerous.
I would like to expend from my pool of stamina 3 points of stamina to bring that up to a
14.
14.
Mhm.
Switch.
Now the question is that enough or not, or do I want to spend moment of greatness on that?
Moment of greatness.
You want to expend Moment of Greatness? Huh?
Yeah, I expend moment of greatness for another
Wait.
+2.
16 to hit.
Yep, 16 on confirm.
You have a morale bonus?
Yes, my rage.
Rage is a morale bonus?
Yes. Edmund, you can only activate it on one roll, but yeah, he's doubling his strength bonus on the roll.
I mean, 13 hit on a touch attack. We know 11 missed. How much
Yeah,
AC
no,
do
no,
we think this
16.
thing has?
I mean, the highest I can get it to is 16 without fatiguing myself. That's what I've done.
Yeah,
Right, so
so
we're
I
talking
think
either
16
16 or 18 with your if you spend Moment of Greatness.
I just have so 16 now.
Oh, right, okay. So 16 to hit, or to confirm.
After, yeah, Aaron's and Epos' kind of attacks reach it first, and as it kind of feels the very light stinging on its hide, it kind of turns around, and that's when Wolf kind of just crashes into it with his hammer, I assume.
Yes, basically just giant leap up into there and brings down the hammer.
Well, that is a absolute shit ton of damage, I'll tell you now. You've definitely like squished it into kind of like almost a paste, but it's still somewhat together. I need you to roll me a reflex save.
Okay.
As it spurts
I'm
ichor everywhere.
This is Wolf's territory.
It's fair. You almost feel your hammer get stuck. But after, well, you're pretty strong, and also just your reflexes apparently managed to stop it from being like enveloped in the goo after you hit.
Though I am sad for the bush, who probably now has a nice splatter on it of dead leaves.
Yeah, you've kind of just made this massive whoosh, and yeah, well, the goo, like, you're probably covered in a bit of goo yourself. It doesn't feel anything odd to you except sticky, but all the plant life around here just kind of withers and wilts.
Rusty would like to spend his surprise round action to 5-foot step to avoid Splash.
Yeah, Wolf is also gently glowing with his blood rage. Only a faint luminescent green glow, but it's still there.
Oh shit, Aaron.
And you know what the best part is still?
Mm-hmm.
Torin? You here?
He's muted. I'm assuming he's off doing something.
He's probably drinking coffee.
Well,
Ash is
yeah.
not
I
fit
believe
like
at least.
flesh
So
now.
can he pass the ward hex for me much earlier? But I never got hit, which means the ward hex is still in effect.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So I'm still under the effects of the ward hex, which is great because it negated my penalty from charging.
Damn it.
Good lord, you all are brutish.
And now is when J-Mac learns the penalties of giant boss monsters.
It
I
still
mean-
has hit points and it has not much else.
I am just happy though that both of the fights Wolf has been, he's basically solved them by critting.
It's a problem.
I don't think it's a problem. I think it's him doing his job as the tank.
It's a problem for me in making compelling fights. Aaron. Flesh Snail is kind of letting out this weird keening noise as it's seemingly incredibly hurt.
Cool. Phew.
Which if Torn is here, Ash will hear this kind of sort of noise as it's It's not having
This would be
times.
dungeoneering, wouldn't it?
Dungeoning or history.
I will go dungeoneering. And I count as trained, so.
I'll tell you now, most of the things that you'll be able to identify are things you've already kind of seen. It's gelatinous. You think maybe if you think it doesn't like it has a mouth, but like not much is going on in that mouth. It's just kind of flesh. You have a feeling it probably like just bowls over its opponents and, judging from your stones, sucks them into it.
And guess who's in the way?
And it's also his turn
Exact-
next.
Exactly who I want to be in the way.
Other than that, there's not much. You figure it might just have some kind of DR. Maybe slashing, maybe bludgeoning. You're not sure.
Wolf, keep hitting it! Keep hitting it! Rusty, fire! Aaron pulls a lever on Rusty's neck and moves it to the side. Rusty opens his mouth and launches a net at the
Time to vote for rules for
Definitely
next.
gonna work. Oh dear.
the ooze would be entangled if I land the hit. Is all that happens.
The more thing I'm
Stuff
wondering
back.
is, how does this work for something that just engulfs everything that touches it?
I don't know, man.
That's you as a GM's job to figure out.
Yep.
Like I kind of feel like it's just gonna eat it, but like the net is like connected, isn't it?
Yes.
So I guess roll your to hit.
Oop, that was to GM only, but that was a nat 12. Okay.
No, I don't see it.
It was for some reason
Screen cap.
Rusty home.
Yes, take a screenshot.
Oh, yep, there we
It's not
go.
showing up.
No, it's just
I
delayed
did
going
it
through.
for- Yeah, that's a
Sorry.
20.
I'll do this for fairness. It's
No, I
still
mean I
red.
see it.
Oh, okay. Well then, nat 20 then.
Well, this would be very for Rusty's first deployment of his net attack. He's spot on. You sort of kind of does Aaron aim or does Rusty aim?
Rusty aims.
Rusty kind of just like it's full form, braces himself, fires out the net. Unfortunately, as it hits, it does kind of just sink into the thing. But you do have this connection to it, like the wire that leads back to the net. Maybe you can do something with that.
Is it actually a wire, not rope?
It is a wire. The net is metal.
Ooh.
Aaron is going to,
Scream.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
pew!
It sinks into it again. So Torn, I saw you typing.
All right, that's it for me.
Oof. I'll just say for Torn, Ash would have seen and technically know that the others are just like up and like to the left.
Again,
Whether or not
that
she-
doesn't
Yeah, no.
mean I want to go that way.
I know it's just to make sure you know, but like,
And
Technically,
technically,
that's an
I
action.
am aware that my ward hex has not been broken, as per the description of the ward hex.
Yes.
So I know Wolf is okay.
Yes, I'm still protected by, which was great because I also just charged, so it helped make sure that wasn't an issue. Didn't be an issue in the end, but could have been. Anyway, big freaking hammer, round 2. Oh, it's also expend another round of rage.
I really hope you don't cry again.
Also your charge penalty's gone.
Yep.
Yay. Smack.
Miss. Unless you're going, well,
I can't
I
stand
really
there.
shouldn't cut. Yeah, I shouldn't cut out these things that fast. But yeah, fair enough. Anything else?
Wolf doesn't have a lot else he can do this turn,
Yeah, you're level 1.
other than just kind of shout at the slug.
Back
I
here.
mean, oozes aren't technically immune to entangle. I don't know.
I'll tell you for one thing, this isn't an ooze, strictly.
Oh, okay.
Aaron for Dungeoneering would probably actually identify it as somewhere, maybe like a mix. Well, actually, are oozes aberrations?
Sorry, I'm back.
Oozes have their own type called ooze.
Whack.
I am back. Sorry, guy at the door. I now have dinner. So I'll do my turn and then I'll be eating.
Different from oozes, though.
Yeah, but you think this is an aberration, or somewhere between aberration and ooze?
So I'm guessing Wolf missed.
Unfortunately. Well, fortunately for me, unfortunately for you.
So Ivos is seeing the whole metal net being fired out and being sucked into the slug thingy. Ivos is going to come up behind Aaron and basically reach around, grab onto the wire, and cast his nice electrical spell and basically send it down the wire. Hoping to make it so it's an auto hit, maybe?
It won't be an auto hit, but I'll give you a big bonus on this. It's sideline.
Yeah.
How likely is it that like Rusty is not conductive to you?
Not very.
I mean, if Aaron's going to stop me from doing that, I'll just cast as normal. But that's what it looks like Epos is going to do.
I'm focused on the giant apparition in front of me.
Welp. There you go then. I rolled exactly the same as last time. Same attack, same damage.
Right, okay, yeah, this is your dice. Yep, that'll go through. Aaron, can you roll a reflex save?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ah!
Aaron, Rusty heats up, but you do a bit of hot potato and you're fine. The slug, on the other hand, it smells disgusting.
Is it's now cooked from the inside out?
Yeah, it's...
Looking in that nice moist texture.
God, Epos, what the?
Probably don't want to eat this.
Aaron
What?
crunches up and hides on top of her saddle, and like as all the metal starts glowing around her. What are you doing?
Well, it's worked well. Go down wire and
You're
subsat.
gonna ruin his temper.
Silas, there is a situation.
Abadar's keys, what are you doing? Oh! That's
Yes, told you. Big slug thing.
Use the rest of my move action to appear. And just... Well then!
They're indignantly for one round.
He is going to attempt to punch it with Mage Hand.
Go for it. You're a little bit out of range.
Am I? Oh, 35 feet. Dang it. Yeah, right.
Technically,
25
since the
feet on
stamina
Mage
rules
Hand.
were introduced that you could spend stamina to move further.
It's true.
I actually probably could move further anyway. I've got 30 feet. of movement,
You were like
so-
a square below Maridine, so yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go here
I keep forgetting she has that second part of her name.
and boop. That's also force damage, so no DR.
Yep, you poke it in the eye, I guess.
Also, you said
cries.
history would work?
You could use history, yes.
Really?
I mean, I can get it's a 10. It's a basic. I can give you a basicy sort of thing.
Okay.
So you've probably heard of like One of the things that Freyr is very big for, and also a few other countries, but they wouldn't really admit to it, is a lot of places will kind of custom make their own monsters. You get the feeling this might be something similar to that because you've literally never heard of this sort of thing before, or at least nothing this deformed.
Ugh, disgusting. Whoever made this is twisted.
Oh, so I've probably seen a few of these in my history of rummaging through the Freyr ruins, haven't I?
Yeah, one of the things you'll probably be aware of, Sidling, is ooze fairies.
Okay.
Basically, oozes that burst into a more mobile form.
Got it.
Thankfully, that doesn't seem to be the case here. Mary, aka Rose.
Hello. Okay, well, let me move myself forward so I can actually see this thing, and I will also go ahead and roll a history. I believe FT has yes.
15. I'll mark it out. She does have an ability which lets her reroll if she wants to get another +10.
I'm tempted to use it. Actually, yeah, sure. So 10 to this and re-roll it. Okay.
Hey, it's
Alright.
literally a +10. Yeah, Mary mostly just knows more things that could kind of be similar to this, I suppose. One thing that kind of pops up in her mind are amalgams. One of the very popular techniques of creating the monsters is literally just slapping two things together. So, sort of like your kind of chimera sort of thing. And as she kind of looks over this flesh slug, there's a lot of pieces which, oh, surprise, slugs don't typically have fingers or hair, or like even like most of a leg. Though, you think maybe, just maybe, this thing wasn't quite made to, or it wasn't initially like this. You think it grew up to be like this. Every single part of that is something that is taken. Gotta tell you now, you get the strong feeling if you get stuck in this, don't stay in there for long.
Does it seem like it's in bad shape considering Wolf beat the shit out of it already?
It is in very bad shape.
Okay. I won't bother doing what
It's like on it's on its last whatever thing slugs have.
Pseudopods.
I'll move over
Is that
here.
really a pseudopod?
It's
On
not
the
a
line.
slug.
Yeah, it is
It's
big
gonna have
behind, yeah.
engulf, and it's gonna roll over all of us, and we're all gonna die.
It's
But
fine.
it's
it's
basically
with Mary's
like-
thing, it hasn't gone.
It's fine. I'll eat it from the inside.
It's just an aqueous orb, effectively.
It'll be down to Ash to save us.
With acid splash.
Ah, the mightiest of attacks.
Basically.
Watches the crits and kills it.
That's a hit.
And a nice 1 damage. It's still 8 damage.
There's a light fizzling as it kind of melts away some of the skin, but it doesn't do much.
It's
Really
done.
get what
God
you
damn
pay
it, we've let it have its turn.
Yep, it has its turn.
Hi.
Unfortunately, Marie literally only has acid
God.
splash for damage.
I'm pretty
disgusting.
sure it can't absorb all of us. There's too many of us here.
Can I take an attack
Probably not.
opportunity?
You can either take attack opportunity, or you can, but if you do so, you forfeit your reflex save to avoid it.
I try to smash it.
Go for.
Come on, Wolf, kill it before it can touch us. I think that might kill
That's
it
a
before
hit.
it can touch us.
I really want to see if some of you get eaten.
Good.
However, it does mean as it was charging toward us, that there's basically this giant spray where there's like a wolf-shaped silhouette of gore splying at everyone else.
There is like literally a
Fortunately-
wave of this ooze that just kind of washes over the rest of you.
Fortunately,
Silas ducks
Ipos
behind
is
the tree.
small and can hide behind the two people in front of him.
The problem, Aaron's also small.
Yeah, but Rusty isn't that small, and Aaron on top of Rusty isn't that small, and Wolf isn't small.
Marie just flinches as she does not have the reflex to avoid this.
Here comes the wall, sploosh. Yeah, poor Mary is soaked, but thankfully she has the habit of like flicking her goggles down in combat, so at least it's not in her eyes.
Oh, thank God.
Well, that was disgusting.
Aaron, Silas, yeah, you avoided Epo. Think the Epos roll as well. I suppose, like you said, you're small behind like 2 targets.
Yeah,
Hippos hides underneath
Aaron
Rusty.
manages to like turn Rusty so she's behind him. Hippos could probably take cover behind that, and Rusty just takes all of it.
Meanwhile, Wolf has been cartoonishly painted green, I suppose, or red. I'm covered.
Yeah, it feels disgusting. But you-
Well, okay,
Axis
this is going to be
shining
worth my
streets, that's
time.
disgusting.
One thing that you notice now that you've won, this slick just kind of seems to fall apart into like constituent parts, whereas now just a bunch of body parts kind of like oozing about into like down the rabbit hole.
Aaron takes a moment to go into one of the side satchels while she's still hanging off the side of it, gets some muckalux, puts them on, and hops off Rusty.
Can Silas see anything shiny in the parts?
I was going to say, while Aaron's grabbing all of her bits, Ippos is going to try and slide past her and just start like rummaging through the parts for shinies.
Sure, you just can give me a rummage for the slime.
I am victorious!
Does
Don't
Silas catch a
cut
glance of
any
anything shiny from
organs.
this far away?
Hippos, don't eat it, and don't cut any organs that aren't destroyed by Wolf already.
I'm not eating it. I'm not cutting it. I look for the shiny recollecting.
Well, not everything that you need to collect is shiny.
Even the not shiny can be shiny to the light shiny.
Yeah, that's my point.
Silas, I am victorious!
Yeah, good job, Wolf. Thank you. Next time,
As,
call
as
Flash
Wolf
Zone.
is painted, just starts walking back this way, waving
Oh.
his hammer up in the air. Though he seems very cheerful of himself, though he does look a little bit tired for at least about 12 seconds before he's finding out.
Oh, only
Well, please,
12.
please stay at least 5 feet away. I do not want to get that goop on my suit.
Huh? What goop? Oh, this goop? As he tries like taking some off, but it just means it's now in his hand. He's trying to put that somewhere and it comes stuck to that.
Yes, that goop. Now wipe it on the ground and just stay over there.
The problem is, Wolf tried like just rolling on the ground. He'd end up just being a giant ball of leaves.
Bigby, you said Silas was gonna also try searching with his mage hand, I assume.
Yeah, he's just glancing, and if there's anything shiny, he'll grab it with mage hand.
Like, not coming in, he's just standing there and
Yes,
looking.
he's staying back from this.
Luckily, Silas, I know you're disgusted and everything, but it looks like we might have a refrigerator.
What?
These oozes, slug things tend to be very basic in nature, and those things have a very low evaporation temperature. Plus, I could make a refrigerator with various chemicals found in this body. If someone didn't rupture its intestines, it would be great.
Ippos just blinks a few times. He has no idea what you were talking about.
I do not even know if I would wish one of the to have such a thing in our.
You can't be picky. She pulls out pliers and is kind of yanking on something, and then just
I
hands
think
the
you will
pliers off
find
to
that I
Rusty, and he
can.
backs up. You can't be picky. You really can't. When you need supplies, you need to just find out what you need and you get it.
Aaron, you're finding a lot of teeth in there.
That's why. Why is there so many teeth?
Probably
I
from
think
things
the better
it
question
ate.
is, why are there body parts? And whose
Again,
are they?
things it ate.
Speaking of things that ate, plus you'll actually find something.
Whoop whoop.
You find, you know, like those kind of old wellies your dad usually has.
Yes.
You find a pair of those. They're
mean the
kind of
things that-
scuffed.
Is that sideline?
Said that?
Aaron's wearing the same thing, basically.
Oh.
at the moment.
Okay, you find a very relevant piece of fashion. Yeah, it's a pair of kind of just green welly boots. They're kind of rubbery, or filled with slime, but they don't look in too bad condition.
Looking at the boots, he sort of picks them up, turns them over, looks at Aaron, using her boots to stay mostly clean, looks at his boots, looks at hers, tips them up and shakes out the majority of the slime and then just puts them on.
Oh dear. Oh gosh. That's not sanitary.
What? It'd protect like yours.
It removes the point when it's already been filled with sludge.
It's
Have you
fine.
been trained in chemical burns?
I shake most of it out.
That's oh god. Aaron
Epos,
sort of dry heaves.
Epos, it's becoming a very common thing for you today to kind of feel this strange other sense when you put something on. For instance, such as the bell, you feel there's almost like this magical trigger in the back of your mind that, I mean, if you wish to, you could activate it.
Can I get a feel of what it might do? With no
Feels-
training in spellcraft or arcana.
Feels wet.
I trigger it.
Plus, your mind kind of just goes through this automatic sort of, oh, this is how I activate them, as you kind of like click them together, and underneath your feet, this kind of this big, large, soapy bubble forms underneath you.
What are you?
Is it like one big bubble that envelops me, or is it like
doesn't
lots of little
envelop you.
bubbles?
It's a one big bubble, but you're kind of standing on top of it now. It's like a big 5-foot bubble that you're kind of just, yeah, you kind of move to side to side. It's actually pretty stable.
He bounces on it a bit.
Can you give me an acrobatics if you're properly bouncing?
I can try.
Fair enough.
He falls off.
No, even with that, hold on.
That was a 4.
I know, but there's another part to these boots. As Epos kind of like goes to bounce, the bubble underneath you just kind of goes, and Epos, you can choose to go 10 feet in a direction, even up if you wish.
Oh, it's such a bad idea to go up, but that's what he's doing. And it's sort of one of those cases where he goes to bounce and puts way too much effort into it. It bends down and sort of starts firing him up as it pops, and he just goes 10 foot up into the air.
Yeah, you probably have that kind of thing where it's like, I didn't entirely think this through. As you
Nope.
go up 10 feet and then, here comes the ground again.
It's like, oh, bubble gone! Splat. Face first down into the goop, spraying more of it everywhere.
Especially from the shockwave, the popping of the bubble produced, coating everyone in the area with ooze, even though Aaron dodged most of it the first
Everyone
time,
in
she's
the
staring at
area
you.
being just Aaron. Everyone else has left.
Correct. Aaron stares just dumbfounded at you.
Ipos looks thoroughly entertained. Just, oh, magic boots!
Leave. You have your boots. Go back. Go get clean. Go away.
He's sort of looking very chuffed with himself as he climbs back up onto his feet, starts walking out, and just presses digitations on it as he's passing Aaron. Doesn't clean her, just cleans himself.
Yeah, I assumed.
Also, he'll be nice. He'll clean Rusty.
I'm gonna activate Harvester on the ooze.
Go for it. Also, Dark, 3 minutes will probably pass after whenever Aaron does this.
Excellent. Stamina regenerated.
Ah, yes.
Look, it's a renewable resource.
I had to pull up the Trophy Harvester page.
Wait, Jamie, you'll notice my character's like little bars next to them bouncing them down a lot.
Yeah, you have a lot of pulls, and also health just moves a lot.
Harvest parts.
Well, you say health moves a lot. I've not lost 1 hit point yet.
Yet. It will be my aim by the end, before, at some point, to deal a point of damage to Wolf.
I mean, I would like to, because until you do that, I can't show visual regeneration.
Wolf just never
It's
takes damage.
CR squared times 10.
Yep, I need a healer craft check from you.
Gonna be craft because she's not delicate at all.
But while Erin's like probably elbow deep, probably even like almost further considering her size, the rest of you, with probably Epos's help and just the kind of light rain that exists, you can clean off most of the residual goop. It appears, yeah, it doesn't play too nicely with water. Nice.
Well, that's a 31.
And I suppose that's the very post answer. Yep, you'll get your, let's see, CR squared times 10.
If you want, you could just tell me the CR. I'll do the math.
I think it's just CR2.
CR2?
Yeah,
before
you
go.
didn't get to see this thing's abilities, but it wasn't too hard to avoid. It was mostly what it was gonna do is it was gonna attempt to pick up one of you, then just basically leg it.
Wow.
Mm.
Just yoink.
It got its meal.
God, and
So,
since Silas
yeah,
was at the back, that's probably it. He was
that's
probably
gonna
the
be 30.
target.
So yes, you get your 40 gold pieces worth of slug goo.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Wow. Okay. Gosh. Ah. Well, it's disgusting, but the people from Frere certainly know how to use materials. Okay. She says as she's like places a foot on one thing and pulls as hard as she can. It pops out one last thing. Okay. I get some help. As she has basically taken one of the sacks off the back of Rusty and filled it with organs and parts and things and just absolute viscera. It's awful.
Now that Aaron has finished rummaging around in the organs, Ippos will prestidigitation her.
Thank you.
Ippos no
I
want
assume
to
you
when
didn't
you're
find
still
a gemstone
rummaging.
in there.
I did not find any gems, no.
I have a
You
feeling
make
that
the-
thing might not have been native to the maze. Or at the very least not put in there for us.
Oh, I actually have no way of telling you that. And I have no idea. There's no gem.
Ippos,
Yes?
can you get rid of my goop? As he says, still covered in a full face load.
He casts again. Basically, everyone who got covered in goop can be assumed to have been cleaned, at least by some
Yeah.
degree.
Say one thing after it comes off, your skin feels silky smooth.
Yeah,
Of course, it's
that's
moisturized.
I mean, I'm covered in scales.
Your scales are still
Your scales are shiny?
Well, they've been
Yee,
waxed.
shinies.
Actually,
Disgusting.
Ippos, I know
Also,
you just worked hard on cleaning me off, but I am so sorry. I need to go looking for something.
Ippos not cleaning again. He calls after her as he
Please.
wanders off.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
Aaron,
dead end. Dead end down here.
you said it was going down a hole here, right?
It was another one of the rabbit holes that appears.
Existence is pain, she says as she starts going down the hole.
I do want, like, Aaron's smart enough to know that there's probably another side where she could go down rather than going down the slimy side.
Yeah, but I don't know where it is. Fine,
I
never
mean,
mind. Nope, that's disgusting. Nope, I'm
okay,
done.
fair.
Nope, we're good. Okay. I'm done. I'm sorry it took so long, but you guys will appreciate that in a few minutes.
Oh, we're going that way now?
Is dead end other way?
Come on.
Though, in retrospect, can everyone in the combat who's trained in heal, can you give me a roll?
Oh my
What's
goodness.
heal?
I'm not trained in
It might
heal.
be.
Neat.
Let me check.
Pretty sure that's just Mary.
Maybe? I can't remember if I shifted around their skill points.
Actually, he does not have it. So there you go.
Rip. Never mind then. A secret persists for another time.
I got alchemy, but I don't know.
This is very much not alchemical, I can tell you that much.
Ah. Hey Ash, don't look in this bag.
I have told them what's in it.
Ah, good.
Nope, 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 nope. Walks this way.
It's closed. You can't see it, nor can you smell it. It's waterproof. It's not gonna leak.
Either way, we know that
Get away from me.
way is the exit. There's no point in going that way.
Yes.
This. Over here.
Well, I stay fresh for a few minutes, then a few days. So I mean, we're gonna get something done with it.
The next challenge is now mud pit. No more clean for you.
Silas has already been swarmed by spiders. He's just thankful that they're not really dirty.
Oh, good. Monoliths and statues and a massive giant golden skull.
Oh?
What?
They didn't stutter, I think.
You did not? Ah,
Oh,
interesting.
That is a big golden skull.
Ah, yes, another puzzle, finally.
I've been
Something to challenge
muted.
intellect, not brawn.
God damn, I was muted.
What's what's wrong with Braun?
Nothing. It is just not my talent. And that is why I have you
You have
here.
talent?
He pats his head.
Wolf accepts the pats.
Now then.
Easy, please.
I am staying on Rusty for now, but
Do you want me to just like group you two up?
no, it's fine. I'm fine. I got it.
Okay. Epos, as you get closer to the golden skull, as you get very close to the golden skull,
If nothing happens, he's literally just walking up to it to have a look.
yeah, nothing happens, but you do see that like the skull has like, weirdly enough, it has a nose, and on its nose is a ring.
I pull the ring.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna need
boy.
everyone to freeze.
Initiative.
Somewhat. The
Well, I get
skull.
enter combat type again today.
The skull looks down at Epos, opens its mouth, and says, "Court is in session," and I trigger initiative.
What?
Ipos turns and looks at the others. He looks thoroughly confused.
It is. It is a trial of two.
Oh fuck.
What?
Okay.
Okay, I've
Oh,
done everything, so
God.
I've added like bajillions of hedges to the initiative tracker. I'm just
Damn it,
gonna.
no!
I'm just gonna. I'm not clearing all that by one.
Just roll.
So many
Um,
hedges.
ungroup.
Do you want us to keep our original
18.82.
rules?
Yes,
I
keep your
am.
original rules. I'll add you back on. Or
I'm
I mean, some of us
re-adding
already
myself,
reacted
I can
ourselves.
do
It's fine.
Yeah,
we
that's
can, we
fine.
can just fix it ourselves.
yeah. Whoops.
Come on,
Yes, you're
cooler.
fighting the entire maze.
The maze animates into a
I would
colossal sized golem.
J-Mac, given my class features, I would like to wild empathy the mage.
That's fair. So I've noticed we keep accidentally like, flubbing our mouth and be like, "This is the mage." Nope, it's the maze.
Ah, that thing's initiative just immediately went to 100.
Yep.
I mean, it might be a thing that's guaranteed act first.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's the head of the court, so has to do
I guess that's true. It
introductions
is the
and
judge.
stuff.
Yeah, so,
Judge, jury,
I
executioner.
mean, you haven't seen its qualifications, so you can't be quite sure yet.
Where is his
Oh,
fancy
yeah.
wig? He doesn't have one.
Unfortunately, I don't have a fancy wig in my image repertoire.
Does he even have a gavel?
Maybe.
You'll soon find out as it hits you.
Wolf is the gavel.
Is that everyone added? Personality, Wolf, Meridian, Ash, Silas, Epos, Rusty. Yep, okay.